Okay, if I'm in a spiritual fight, right, a spiritual war, and I'm my only soldier, right, I'm my only warrior because I'm the only person who know me. And that's what people not under. I'm not my adversary, right? Right? Somebody put me in a mental hospital last Tuesday before last, right? And I had to stay in a mental hospital 72 hours. And the Winter Park Police Department put me in there, right? Now, my friends and family is talking about what I'm saying, but I'm trying to show them about this spirit that's attacking me. Now, if I go and start arguing with them, then it look like the spirit in me. But because I don't speak when they think I'm upset. So see how the devil use your tendencies against you? And that's why I'm saying it's my fault, because I'm saying I come from an abusive family, but I come from a loving situation because I was raised by my grandmother and I stayed with my mother and father periodically, right? And in those times, that was when my life was violent. My daddy was violent towards my mother and me. That's just the truth, right? So I don't know how someone else deal with that trauma, but I deal with it by just not dealing with it, because I'm saying my wife has the right. See, because my mother didn't have the right. So my wife don't even understand that, hey man, I'm giving you the right to speak, right? To do and say and do whatever you want. But now you abusing that right because you abusing me. See, I'm saying, well, why would you stop helping me help us, right? So if I stop doing what I was doing, then my wife not gonna see that, hey, he's still doing the same thing he was doing. So why is somebody saying he crazy? Now, I know that once she see the truth, the same people who doing something to me, doing it to her too, they doing it to my daughter too. So I'm saying, okay, man, I can't believe nothing. So I got to stay in a frame of mind to where I can achieve the vision that I see. Now, I go to my friends and I say, hey, man, I got 5 lots. I can make $1.5 million. They say, oh, man, it ain't about the money, man. You need to try to get your family. I'm saying, well, how can I take care of my family if the people took the house, which is the shelter, and they took the money, which is the provisions in their economy? Without money in this economy, how can I support my family, right? But then I'm saying, but you right, because that's why I'm supporting them legally in court. So now, according to Amendment 14, Section 4, my bounty can't be questioned. Now, in my sense, my bounty is how much my freedom, or how much it's going to cost to establish my independence. You see, Dr. Martin Luther King legally established my freedom, but it's up to me to establish my independence. You see what I'm saying? So I had to show that my independence was in jeopardy, and I had the competency to take care of myself. That's why I emancipated myself. See, you all got to understand, when our ancestors got so-called emancipated, and y'all want to argue about that or whatever, but what I'm saying is that's the process that got us to this progress right here. You see, because process bring along progress. But if you regress in the process, then you the reason why you haven't progressed. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't believe in every step in your exodus, then you won't exit. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. If you in a movement, right? if you stop moving, then where you settling where you at, right? So if we are in the civil right, if we was in the Exodus in the Bible, well, look where the Israelites at now. They still fighting. They still fighting right now in Israel. So where did Moses' Exodus take them? It took them from slavery to generational war. When has the Israelites ever been free of conflict? So how is the Israelites the chosen people and they still in conflict? So did they not violate what Moses said, the 10 Commandments? Because they not in the Gaza Strip. It's not in Egypt, right? It's over in the Middle East. But when the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Palestinians and all them people was over there generationally, the Israelites were slaves, property of Pharaoh. Now, this is history, right? Now, here we are over here in America, and we, on historical record, was owned, right? So now, are we not kin to the Israelites? Because we were slaves, right? Now, the onus now is on the Israelite. You gonna kill Moses again and bury him in the valley of Mars? Because how did Moses know where he was buried? I wouldn't know where you would bury me. Now, you could bury me in a military graveyard, but what I'm saying is, look at how you keeping me out of Egypt. You keeping me out of the promised land. Not God, it's the religious entities who playing God.